What's going on, guys? I'm really excited for today's video. As you saw by the title, I'm going to be trying to trade a 7th round pick for Connor McDavid. Basically, I'm going to be exchanging how many trades it takes to do this. Is this even possible? Starting with a 7th round pick, can we turn it into a player? Can we turn it into a 6th round pick? Eventually Connor McDavid. That's kind of the idea from this. Can we turn a 7th into McDavid? I also want to do it before he becomes a free agent, so I think that gives us about 5 years to make this happen. You'll see there I took the Coyotes. Reason being, they're the worst team, so hopefully our 7th round pick is a high 7th and has just slightly more value. Owner mode off here, just kind of the normal stuff. Sorry, cap computer trades both on. And now to give us a bit more help here and make this actually possible, I am going to have the trade difficulty set to easy, just because I feel like at the end it's probably going to cost multiple superstar players to get McDavid, and if it's not on easy, it probably will just never happen. On top of that too, another thing that should help us out, I'm actually going to set the draft class quality and prospect quality both to high. That way, you know, with our 7th round pick, whatever picks we end up getting, we have a better chance of getting an actual good player. Now, this can be a tough challenge, guys, so what I want to ask you is to leave a thumbs up if I'm successful. If I'm not, you don't have to. You can even leave a thumbs down if you want. But if I can somehow make this happen, you gotta drop a like. And now look at the Coyotes picks here, guys. You'll see that they have 3 first rounders, 5 second rounders, but they don't have their 7th. So I'm offering our 6th round pick next to the Sharks to get our 7th back, as the whole point of this video is starting with our 7th round pick. So I just want to kind of show you guys what we're up against. Right there's the value of our 7th round pick. We're gonna go to Edmonton here. I'll show you guys what the value is for him. This is using my rosters. 24 years old, 96 overall, high franchise, 12.5 million there for 5 more years. Trade value's at the max. Yeah, so we gotta make up all of that trade value in 5 years. It's gonna be tough. It might be impossible, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Alright, guys, so the first trade we're gonna make, here's our 7th round pick for Brett Connolly. 2 years left there at 3.5 million. I'm sure the Blackhawks would love to kind of get rid of his contract. I'm wondering, would they even give us a 7th round pick with him? Because we're kind of doing them a favor, taking his contract. And they do. Okay, so already we got Connolly and his 7th. I feel like this is a pretty good spot to be in. And so try and boost Connolly's trade value as much as I can, guys. I've got him playing on the first line here with Keller and Schmaltz, so hopefully they'll have a good season. Of course, I've also got him on the first power play, first 4-man power play. It's getting a -1, but at least he's got good players with him. He's also on the first PK, getting a +3. So again, trying to have him have a good season, increase his trade value. On top of that, too, I made sure to sign all of our scouts, as we're going to be looking for some late round steals, all these 7th round picks. As you can see there, I feel like I've covered all the major leagues, made sure every single scout's an A+ in that region. The Russians an A, but that'll be okay. I already have the 7th from Chicago. I feel like once we trade Connolly, we'll probably be bringing back another draft pick. So, you know, want to make sure our scouts are out there. Hopefully, you know, finding some steals for us. So, some of the trade deadline now and see if Connolly does well. Alright, guys, this is kind of insane. We're at the trade deadline now, and the Arizona Coyotes have a record of 31-20-9, which is good for 71 points and a playoff spot. And even crazier than that, we started out the year 0-11. Like, check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We didn't have our first win until the 12th game of the year against the Kraken, who we only beat by 1. Somehow went from 0-11 to 31-20-9. Like, that's crazy. Obviously, there were some OT losses there, but still, Clayton Keller's got 55 points. I need to see how Brett Connolly's doing, because obviously want to trade him. 44-60. That should increase his value. Like, that's pretty good, especially the fact that we're doing good. So we'll see what we can trade him for here. Obviously, too, we do have the Chicago 7th round pick to work with as well. Oh my god, guys. Look at that trade value. He's got the 3rd highest trade value in the team right now, behind Chikrin and Gunther. Okay, so we're going to be able to move him for sure. Probably don't even have to move the 7th. You can just hold on to that. Hopefully get a steal. Wow, so who can we go get? Alright, guys, so I feel like there's almost no way this goes through, but the Carolina Hurricanes have Vincent Trocheck on the trade block. 86 overall, solid season, 46 points. And he's got about equal value here to Brett Connolly, 79 overall. I'm also eyeing a 7th on Carolina's side. Like, this is insane. We'll see what they say here. Oh my goodness, wow. So far we've turned a 7th round pick into Vincent Trocheck and 2 more 7th round picks. That's incredible. And now, guys, want to get Trocheck signed. That way he'll have more value at the draft if we do choose to sign him. 3 years, he wants 7.2. I feel like 2 years there, it's cheaper than 1 year. If he does 6.5 for 2 as an 86, that's a pretty good contract. Definitely shouldn't make him like low valued or anything. There we go, guys. Trocheck did accept the offer. So again, 6.5 for 2 years I think is very fair. And just like Connolly, gonna run him as much as we can. He's actually the highest rated forward on the team now, so it makes sense to run him. As you can see, first line center between Keller and Kessel. Should do well there. I also got him starting the first power play unit, first 4-man power play, first PK, first 3-man PK. He's gonna be out there quite a bit. And if we make the playoffs and he does well in the playoffs, like, his value could go even higher. Alright guys, we're at the end of the season now, and as you can see, somehow the Coyotes made the playoffs. Actually a three-way tie there with the Wild and the Blackhawks, but we're the ones at the wild card spot, which kind of sucks, as we're going to get a tougher first round opponent, but that's alright. So I want to see here what Trocheck finished with on the year. 66 points, so I mean, same number as Mario Lemieux. I will take that. We get started with the playoffs. Just going to sim like series by series. Obviously, this could be a really long video if we show you guys everything, so just kind of want to focus on the players and picks that are part of the trade. Yeah, we have the Avalanche first. So not going to go... We won the first 2 games. We beat the Avalanche in 6.
What?
This is the exact Arizona Coyotes team that finished last in NHL this year. Or sorry, second last, above Montreal. Plus Trocheck. And they beat the Stanley Cup final Colorado Avalanche. Sometimes the sim. We're 2-0 up on the Minnesota Wild. Now it's 2-2. I don't want to say, like, how many stacked teams have had franchise mode that, you know, didn't go anywhere, first round exit. They just beat the Minnesota Wild. We have the Canucks now in the conference final. This is incredible. No way. We lost the first 3 to the Canucks. Chance to reverse sweep. Been done, I think, 4 times ever. We do not do it, but 1 game shy. Wow. So we'll get to the draft now, which is actually like the exciting part, trying to find a couple steals with our 2 7s. Again, we could move Trocheck. Canucks there won the Stanley Cup, so I mean, we lost the eventual Cup winner. I don't know how the Coyotes did so well. Nashville picking 1 there. Wow, yeah, so it's pretty crazy sim here. Not only trading Brett Connolly for Vincent Trocheck, but also the fact that Arizona Coyotes made the conference final. Keller there had 20 points, 19 games. I should check to see how many Trocheck had. And he had 19 and 19, so a point per game. He's now at 87. Definitely got up in rating. Kessel there also had a point per game, so I'll have to re-sign him. So we're at the draft now, guys, and I messed up. As you can see, we apparently don't know anything. I'm pretty sure I turned off like auto scouting or whatever, just because I didn't want them to change the scouts I had, but that actually makes it so they don't scout at all apparently. Didn't mean to do that. I was just kind of messing with it or whatever. Definitely not good for our 2 7s, but you never know. I am thinking about maybe trying to flip Trocheck here though for the 15th overall pick, and I think we could honestly get stuff back with that, which would be pretty incredible. And so right here, guys, the offer making the Dallas Stars Vincent Trocheck for their first round pick, 15th overall. Michael Raffle, who we could re-sign, put in the top 6, trying to get him to grow a little bit, then flip him, plus a 3rd rounder next year, since obviously this draft's a bit of a write-off after my mess up. We'll see what they say here. Trades accepted. Wow. So I just seen our pick here, guys, and our first pick's actually pick 11. You can see Slavkovsky just went, Nemec, Kamel, Kwong there's made up, Lambert, Savoy, Cooley, Valentenko made up, Wright, Party. Now, what I'm going to do here is actually just whiff on this first pick. That way there's like more medium elite players for us. Although I think all of these next 5 guys are medium elite, so we don't need to do that. I want to say the worst one's probably Geeky though. I'm hoping we get Nazar, maybe Miroshnichenko, somebody that can put up some points. So yeah, I'll take Geeky there. Leave kind of the better ones for us. So get to pick 15. Lekermak, he just went. Yurov, Jarechek. Okay, so Miroshnichenko's there. Same with Nazar. You know what, guys? I think Nazar's the safer pick here, as I'm pretty sure he has a zone ability, where I don't know if Miroshnichenko does. Yeah, he does. Let's sim the Buffalo pick here. Miroshnichenko, yeah, does not. He's got 4 regular superstar abilities. Okay, so Nazar was the pick. I don't know if he'll play in the NHL the first year. We could do that, but definitely some options. I mean, I'm going to make these 7th round picks here, guys, completely blind. I have no idea who to take. I know who's not good. Guys, you know, I kind of know their rating. I think Shirk's like medium, bottom 6. I feel like we should probably go after a goalie. That's usually where you find steals in the later rounds. So, again, I can't believe I did this. Shaw, Van Allen. Come on, one of you be decent. And fringe starter. Honestly, not terrible for a completely blind pick. Probably going to go with another goalie, again, just because I think that's where we're going to get the most value. Although this defenseman here could be low elite. Above him is a guy that might be medium, but probably not. Low top 4, I'll take that. And right now, guys, we're in the re-sign phase. Going to get Michael Raffle here for $1 million 1-year deal. Should be really easy to trade the deadline. And so at the start of next season now, guys, I'll show you the team. As you can see here, the computer GM decided to sign Matthew Tkachuk, so we just lost our next 4 first-round picks. I feel like one of those might be Connor Bedard, but you never know. Michael Raffle there, first line, right wing, getting a +2 is big. I've got Frank Nazar signing the second line between Clayton Keller, Phil Kessel. He's only a 70, but if he does well, he's going to shoot up in rating really quick, which obviously we need. bottom 6 here. They got Chris Tierney for $6 million. Definitely some interesting moves here. In terms of the special teams, we got Nazar and Raffle all over it. Nazar's starting the first power play unit there. Raffle's on the second. They're both on the PK. Nazar's also on the second 3-man PK, so that looks pretty good. If you guys are wondering as well, we signed Marc-Andre Fleury. So definitely a pretty active AIGM here. Now, in terms of the AHL team, on defense, we got Chubarov, who we just drafted 7th round. Low top 4, we need to get him playing. He's actually got decent stats for 49 overall. And then backup goalie in the AHL, Shaw, who we also just drafted. Fringe starter. If he can just do okay in the AHL, he should grow in rating too. And on top of those guys, we still have the 3rd round pick for this year. Hopefully we'll actually know some players that are available. So probably won't do anything till the deadline. We want to get these guys some stats. Hopefully they play well, and then we can flip them for more. And now we just got to trade up here, guys, from the Sharks. Raquel in a 3rd for a 2nd, and the Dallas 3rd. I'm wondering, we take the 3rd off their side. Would they do Raffle in a 3rd for Raquel? I feel like probably not. Value's gone up a little bit. He's got 9 points, 22 games. Value's actually pretty equal there. Raquel's not making that much money. Only 12 points because he's not playing much. Let's get him playing. This could be really good. Trades accepted. There we go. And this is easy, guys. I just subbed Raquel into the lineup everywhere Raffle was playing. So again, 29 years old, 84 overall, good contract. We give him a bunch of minutes. He should go up in value. Maybe could even trade him for a 1st. And check this out, guys. We're at the trade deadline with a record of 26, 31, and 6. So somehow, after adding Matthew Tkachuk, Marc-Andre Fleury, some other guys, we're doing worse, which really doesn't make sense. So definitely a seller here. I'm curious to see, like I said, what can we get for Raquel? Patrick Kane's on the block. What can we get for, maybe those prospects we have? So Nazar's already a 72, which is nice to see. How low is Raquel's rating? That's not great. Could definitely be higher. Not having a bad season. Alright, guys, so we're now trying to trade Chris Tierney, the Washington Capitals, for a 2nd round pick. Just a straight cap dump because he's making $6 million. I don't know, again, why the AIGM signed him. But the reason I'm doing that is to try and bring in Jeff Skinner here on the Buffalo Sabres. You guys might have saw in my franchise episode with Buffalo, we're actually able to flip Skinner for like a 2nd and a 3rd. If he plays well, he gets some value. So what I'm thinking is maybe that defenseman who's low top 4, or maybe even we could try the fringe goalie first if they're just trying to straight throw him away. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Let's try the defenseman here, Chubarov, low top 4. He's actually got a bit more value than Skinner. We can maybe get back a 7th round pick with Skinner here. Can hopefully get a late round steal with that pick, and like I said, get Skinner going, get his value up. See what the Sabres say. Wow, there we go. Okay, we're making moves. And now that we have Jeff Skinner, guys, I feel like he'll take the place of Raquel on that 1st line. So we're going to try and trade Raquel here for Matt Coronado and a 3rd round pick. Coronado, of course, a really good sniper. He's got 51 points, 62 games in the AHL. Great shot for 75 overall, only 20. I've seen him get up to like an 87, 88, which obviously would be amazing for us. Now, if we can also get a 3rd round pick back with him, that'd be even better, because I've had some crazy luck in the 3rd round before, medium elites, high elite goalies. And even though the value's a bit on Calgary's side, I feel like because they want Raquel, both these things on the block, they might say yes. And, of course, trade difficulty set to easy. Wow, trade rejected. Okay, so can't get a 3rd. I will take back. Does a 4th and a 5th? Is that less than a 3rd? I don't know. Let's just try the 4th, I guess. Maybe a 4th and a 7th, because like every pick matters, right? Like no reason to not try it. Coronado 4th and a 7th for Raquel. Trade rejected. Just Coronado and a 4th. There we go. Okay, so again, making some moves. And so after the trade deadline, guys, here's an update look at the team. I've actually got Frank Nazar on the 1st line between Matthew Tkachuk, Clayton Keller, getting a +3. So he's playing like a 75. I'm hoping he just pops off here. We can really, start boosting his growth. Skinner on the 2nd line with Schmaltz Kessel, I think, should do fine. Before that, he's probably playing 3rd, maybe even 4th line based on 10 minutes a night. Still have 29 points there. He's not a bad player. If he starts doing well for us, he's going to go up in rating. If you look at the special teams here, he's on the 4-man, same with Nazar. They're both on power play 1. They're both on the PK. Nazar's on the 3-man. I feel like Skinner's definitely going to start producing more. In terms of the AHL team, Coronado's 1st line right wing. He's on the power play. He's on the 4-man. I don't think he fit on the PK, but still, Coronado should continue to do well like he was before. It's pretty crazy, like, kind of how many guys we've already got from a single 7th round pick, and we're not even close to being done yet. And so at the end of the season here, guys, we finished a record of 34, 39, and 9. Again, watch us get Connor Bedard. It'll actually be the Calgary Flames. So, curious to see how everyone did this year. Let's see, Jeff Skinner there, 43 points in only 79 games because of the trade. That's not bad. Definitely, would have done better had he been playing more all year. Nazar 41 in his rookie year. I think that's pretty solid as well. Take a look at Coronado here, 64 and 83. pretty good. Our backup goalie there, Shaw, he's got a 900 save percentage and a 3.17 as a 48. I think he went down. I want to say he was a 49 before. I feel like 900 save percentage isn't that bad, but whatever. He was kind of like an extra guy. So pretty happy with that. We'll get to the draft now. And now this is kind of crazy, guys. Our AHL team's actually in the Calder Cup final. We'll see if they can win it. If they do, they're up 3-0. Yeah, they do win it. Wow, that's huge. So, and the Buffalo Sabres won the cup. What the heck? I kind of feel bad for Jeff Skinner now, but what are you going to do? So I'm curious to see Coronado, 19-22, 76 overall now already. I think he's gotten up by 1. I like seeing that. Okay, so everything's looking pretty good for us. Hopefully, you know, our scouts actually scouted this season and we can find some steals in the 7th round. Okay, guys, I was worried, but as you can see there, our pick dropped from 6 to 8. I really thought it was going to be the first overall. And so we're at the draft now, guys. Wanted to show you what our current assets look like. Frank Nazar's now a 78 there. You can see almost equal trade value to Matthew Tkachuk. So we could potentially go flipping for a 90 overall, which is ridiculous. After him, you got Coronado there with a good amount of value. He's at 77 now. He's gone up. I saw Jeff Skinner as well, now an 84. He's a bit higher valued. If you look at that goalie I was just talking about, he's now at 51, which is higher. And then, of course, we have our 2 7th round picks. And real quick, guys, as I'm editing this, I realized for some reason I thought that I got back to Vancouver 7th to Coronado opposed to the Calgary 4th. I don't know what I was thinking, but I basically just made the trade worse for myself. Very happy with how this has gone so far. I feel like at the beginning I thought it might be impossible, but if we can kind of, you know, continue to get lucky here, we might have a shot. Michkov, Bedard. Honestly, our best bet might be trying to get Connor Bedard here. Unfortunately, though, Dallas' 2nd overall pick is not on the block. Could we turn Nazar into Bedard? Because if we can, like, that's our best way to get McDavid. Bedard could end up being a similar rating to him, but on a better contract. Nazar 1-for-1 isn't going to do it. Do we go all in on Connor Bedard? Is that the move? Nazar and Coronado for 2nd overall? Wow. I think this is the move. And they say yes. Okay. Wow. I hope that was the right play. We'll send to pick number 2. Michkov goes 1. 81 overall. I believe Bedard's 82. Bedard is 82. Wow. So that is huge. Again, we gave up a lot there. Nazar and Coronado. But Bedard's franchise potential. He's got 3 years to grow crazy. Some people might even say they'd rather have Bedard than McDavid, which is probably a really, really hot take. But wow, that's we're in a good spot. And next year, guys, I wanted to show you this. As you can see, McDavid still has max trade value. Right there's a 7th round pick, which is what we started with. And we now have Connor Bedard, not from tanking, from actually trading for him. Plus, we have Jeff Skinner and a couple 7th rounders. Skinner, I'm going to have a whole season on our first line. Hopefully, really get his rating up. If our 7th rounders hit, like, McDavid might not be far off. So we're in the 7th round here, guys. Going to sim to our pick, number 220. Wow, it's a late 7th, too. So guaranteed medium fringe starter. We got a guaranteed medium 7th defenseman. Any gems still here? No, there are not. Potential-wise, what do we got to work with? I mean, this guy was there last year. I don't think he's any good. That guy could be low top 9. Wow, so is the medium fringe goalie Gravel? I feel like, or actually he's guaranteed medium fringe. He's already at 56. That's actually pretty good, better than the guy we drafted before. And you know what, guys? I'm going to take this Rantanen prospect to the last pick simply because NHL ETA 4 years. Everyone else I've seen is 5. Hopefully decent. 59, low top 9. That's not terrible for the last pick in the draft. And of course, Bedard at 2 is insane. So because we just drafted that other goalie, guys, going to try and trade Shaw here to the Leafs for a 7th rounder. They say yes, that's nice. And so right here, guys, look at the team to start this season. We got Connor Bedard playing on the first line with Matthew Tkachuk and Bo Horvat getting a +5. So he's playing like an 87 already. Now, I would have had Bergeron first line center, but we only get a +3, plus the second line doesn't get the boost. Again, these are all signings by like the AIGM. So second line there, you got Keller, Bergeron, Skinner. I feel like Skinner will play well there. Bomb 6, I think just all regular Coyotes. Defense doesn't matter for us. Now, special teams, Bedard's on the first 4-man, Skinner's on the second. First power play there, Bedard, Bergeron, Tkachuk, Skinner, Chychrun, +5. Hopefully that helps boost their numbers. PK, I've actually got them both on the wings there on the PK. Bedard's on the second 3-man. Again, more ice time, more points. Hopefully they grow more. AHL-wise, Rantanen here we drafted last. Already a 60. He was like a 59, so he actually went up by 1 this summer. 7th round, 224. If he could turn into a player, would be pretty ridiculous. I've got him on a second power play. He's on the PK, so it would be really cool if he grew. And then Gravel, the goalie we drafted, I believe went back to junior. We'll see how these guys do during the season. Again, I feel like the fact that we have Bedard now McDavid is going to be ours. As for another trade deadline here, guys, and our team's killing it. 41-18-2. First in the division there. Tied with the Canucks for first in the West. Curious to see. Kachuk leading score, 71. Was hoping, of course, that'd be Bedard, but that's alright. Bedard's got 63. Over a point per game his rookie season. Now an 85. I feel like he might win the Calder. Skinner's got 50 and 61. He should go up in rating as well, so really like that. Again, if we can trade Skinner for like a legit player, I think whoever we can trade him for plus Bedard could be getting us McDavid, plus especially with like, you know, the few extras we have. And now looking at the trade values, I feel like Bedard's is basically the same. Maybe it's gone up a little bit. Skinner there has definitely gone up. If you remember, it was like a little sliver equal to a 7, so we could flip him if we want. And so next year, guys, I'm trying to get another steal. Tyler Johnson on the Philadelphia Flyers, 84 overall, expiring deal at $5 million. He's got 0 value, offering Gravel, who's the goalie in juniors, but goalies never have a lot of value. If we can get Johnson here for free, it'd be a great trade. Trades rejected. We have that 7th. We also have Rantanen, who they want. Let's just try Rantanen, no Gravel. There we go. Okay, I doubt Rantanen ever got to an 84. Put Johnson on like the 3rd line. He should grow. Alright, guys, next year I'm going to try and trade Jeff Skinner to the Vancouver Canucks for Isaac Rosen, a very solid prospect. 20-77. He's currently got, what is that, 63 points in 61 games in the AHL, so over a point per game. Just got off from the Islanders. Now, in that trade, guys, I also have to take back Tyler Myers just due to the salary cap. I feel like, honestly, it might not be the worst thing ever, though. Myers has only got 1 year left, and we can get him extended at a pretty cheap deal. It'll work out for us. And, of course, Jeff Skinner, us retaining salary, it doesn't matter at all. If anything, it should just make his trade value go up for the Canucks. So, we'll see what they say here. Skinner, they want. Rosen on the block. Come on. Wow. So, works out perfect. So I'm actually planning on putting Tyler Johnson in Skinner's spot. Get a really nice prospect in Rosen. If we extend Myers, could keep him, flip him. We got options. And now next year, you guys want to sign Tyler Johnson and Tyler Myers, both the contract extensions. We get them signed cheap. We'll make their value go up. 1 year could potentially get them under $3 million, which would be really nice. Like 2.75. If he goes up in ratings, he's going to have a ton of value. Tyler Myers, currently making 6, 1.7. Actually a bit more for 1. So we could do like a 2-year. If he says yes to like a 1.55. Probably really good. Alright, guys, so both Tylers accepted their contract extensions. Next year, I'll show you the new lines. We got Tyler Johnson on the 2nd line there with Bergeron Schmaltz, getting a +2. Should play well. Again, he was barely being used, less than 10 minutes. Still had 19.65 games. In terms of defense, I got Myers on the bottom pair there. Special teams-wise, I got Johnson and Bedard, of course, both 4-mans. Bedard's on the first power play, Johnson the 2nd. They're both on the wings on the PK. Johnson's actually on the 3-man. I got Myers on the 2 PKs as well. AHL-wise, I got Rosen on the PK, the 4-man power play, the power play. He's also first line. So hopefully all these guys get a nice time. They grow. Again, I feel like we're getting closer and closer here to Connor McDavid. And so nothing the year, guys, with a record of 53, 25, and 4. We really bounced back here with 110 points. First in the division. Canucks, though, beat us out there by 1. Still a 50-win year. I'm happy with that. Kachuk had almost 100. We'll see how Bedard did. Johnson, even Myers. So Bedard 88 should be winning the Calder Trophy. We'll see if there's a rookie better than him. Tyler Johnson, I don't see. 27-83. How do you do with us, though? With us, he had 11 and 21. You'd like a bit better than that, I think, but what are you going to do? Isaac Rosen, 76 and 81, almost a point per game. I feel like that's pretty good for an AHL player. So we'll get to the playoffs here, guys. It would be pretty crazy if we actually win the Stanley Cup just while, you know, trying to trade for McDavid. Literally 1 goal, and if we win the Cup, it would just be like a bonus. Oilers in the first round, so we're going to get a little taste here of our future player. Let's see, we're actually tied 2-2, and we take out the Oilers in 6. Now we have the Avalanche, who again, somehow we beat in the first year. Currently tied 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. We beat them, and we now have a rematch with the Canucks in the Western Conference Final. And they beat us in the regular season by 1 point. We're currently up 3-0. I thought we were going to sweep the Canucks. We went to 7, but held on and won. And look at this, the Lightning in the Stanley Cup Final. If this team does it, how insane. 2-0 lead, no way. We had a 2-0 lead on the Lightning in the Stanley Cup Final, and then choked, and they won the next 4. Still, you can't be too upset with that. Like, pretty impressive year from the team. Bergeron at 35 and 26. Really hoping again, you know, Bedard went off in the playoffs. I can't believe Bergeron at 38 years old is putting up those points. Bedard at 19. Johnson at 15, which is honestly pretty solid. Take a look here, too, at awards. Like, I doubt we won any. Or actually, we're looking at the Calder Trophy, right? Did we get that? DeBrincat going off. Bedard did get the Calder. Let's go. Beniers got it the year before. Looks like our only trophy. But good sign, I think. Bedard probably will be a 90 by next season. And check this out, guys. Bedard's already a 91. By the start of next season, he might be like 92, 93. After him, Isaac Rosen there has a decent amount of value. Should go up. Myers, I think, also went up. Same with Johnson, probably just because, they got signed to good deals. I also found this guaranteed medium top 6 is going to go like mid-3rd round, so maybe we could make a trade with Tyler Myers. So right here, guys, I'm offering Myers the Avalanche for a 3rd and a 4th. And I have to retain 50% on Myers, but it's on like his $6 million, so I'm not sure if that counts towards the rest of his contract, but whatever. I would say yes. Okay, so we're going to get a medium top 6. So I picked 72 here, guys. I'm hoping there he is. Nevins, guaranteed medium top 6. Only 51, but still, decent prospect. And now, guys, the pick number 122, going to take Brandon McAllister. Could be medium elite. And he's a medium bottom 6. Wow. All that for not much. Now, we still have our 7th round pick here from the Leafs. I'm thinking Keegan Pusher. Probably medium top 9 if he is. Which he's not. I was going to say, he'd actually have, a good amount of value to help us push through trades. Medium bottom 6, though, is pretty rough. Alright, guys, I'm trying to make another trade here. I noticed that we didn't have a starting goaltender. And Dustin Wolf here on the Calgary Flames, 2384 medium starter. If he's our starter, has a good season, he could really grow a ton. Doesn't have a ton of value. Offering up Tyler Johnson with Gravel. See what they say. Trades rejected. Okay. Could add like a couple of those medium bomb 6s we drafted. Honestly, we could just add both. Try and just push this thing through. There we go. And now, guys, I'm trying to get a big trade here for Tolvin on the Nashville Predators. Currently unsigned on the trade block, 25 years old, 86 overall, coming off a 46-point year in 15 minutes. If we give him a bit more ice time, look at that shot, he could really pop off. Offering up Isaac Rosen, was really good in the AHL, but 77 overall. Will he get to an 86? Maybe, but we also can't wait too long. We only have 2 more seasons here before McDavid's a free agent. So, we'll see what the Predators say. Rosen for Tolvin and 1-for-1. Trades rejected. Now, unfortunately, all we can do is either add Wolf or add the medium top 6. Wolf there does have a lot less value. Only like I was saying, I think his value will pop off if we do well. So this is probably dumb. I'm also going to add Nevins there. So Rosen, Nevins for Tolvanen. We're actually giving them more value. So I guess, yeah, we'll just take back stuff. Alright, guys, so I tried getting Carrier, Svechkov, Leroux. They said no to all of that. The rest of their prospects there really aren't the best. So let's try, I don't know, Nashville 3rd here with Tolvanen for Rosen and Nevins. Trades accepted. Okay, so if Tolvanen goes off, him, Bedard, and Wolf, if Wolf also grows in rating, could potentially be a package to get us McDavid. Now, I have to give Tolvanen an extension. I want to make sure I do this before free agency in case the AIGM spends our money. $5 million for 6 years is actually such a decent ask. Yeah, let's do that. Especially, let's see if he'll take 4.5. For 86, if he grows, his value might go up just because of how good of a contract that is. And then Wolf here, we need him for 2 more years. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It goes down, which is so dumb. But yeah, 800K 2 years. If he pops off, we got some crazy contracts. Alright, guys, so here's an update look at the team to start Season 4. Kachuk, Horvat, Bedard, still our first line, getting +5. Bedard's a 91 now. Playing like a 96. Hopefully, he keeps tearing it up. We got Tolvin on the second line there, playing with Bergeron, Gunther getting a +2. Keller, Schmaltz, Kessel, Fisher, Kirk, Hunt. Defensively there, I don't think we have anyone that matters. Power play 1 gets a +5. You can see Bedard and Tolvin are both on it, so hopefully they pop off. We've also got Bedard on the PK and the 3-man. Tolvin doesn't really fit on the PK, so he's just a power play guy. And of course, our starting goalie is now Dustin Wolf. I'm hoping if we have another 50-win season, he'll really jump in rating. Plus, we still have a 3rd-round pick from the Nashville Predators. Let's see what happens. And so around the deadline, guys, the record of 36, 20, and 6. So pretty solid. We're 2nd in the division, I believe. The Avalanche are going off. They have 96 points. Come on, Bedard. Come on. There we go. He's crushing it. 84 and 62. You love to see that. We need him to get to like... Oh no. Oh my gosh, yeah. 95 overall. I was like, did I see that right? Wow. Okay, I was about to say, we need him to get to max trade value or close to it to get McDavid. He's 95 overall right now on a 950K deal. McDavid's 97 at 12 million. We could probably trade Bedard 1-for-1. Tolvin in there's got 53 and 62. How's Wolf doing here? Come on. He's got 22 wins in 40 games, .907, 3.03. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to see what the Oilers say if we, toss a trade offer for McDavid. It'd be kind of crazy, honestly, if we could do Bedard 1-for-1, and then we'd still have Tolvanen, Wolf, and a 3rd left over from the 7th with McDavid. Like, that'd be next level. So let's go. Imagine Edmonton's bad. He's on the block. I know he's got one more year left after this one. Draisaitl's actually got more value, apparently. Come on. Look at that, guys. Bedard, max trade value. That's how it's done. So, yeah. Bedard, let's just look at everything we've gotten from the 7th overall pick so far. Tolvanen, Wolf they like, and then the Nashville 3rd round pick puts this on our side. So like I was saying, let's just see if they would do 1-for-1 Bedard for McDavid, because this makes it happen. Trades rejected. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I was going to add Tolvanen, guys, but I think I can maybe do it without him, because they did want Wolf, and they did want the 3rd round pick. Imagine that's enough to kind of push it through. So we turn a 7th round pick in McDavid and Tolvanen. Here we go. So I'm keeping track. On our 14th trade, we get Connor McDavid for Connor Bedard, Wolf, and a 3rd round pick. And it took us 4 seasons to do it. I honestly wasn't sure if it was going to be possible, guys, but that's incredible. And the fact, like I said, we turned a 7th round pick into not just McDavid, but Eli Tolvanen as well. 14 trades. I'm looking at all the trades. I'm probably going to have like a thing on the screen for you guys to see all the trades that we made. Definitely Connolly for Trocheck was like the big trade, I think. And then also we got a 15th overall for Trocheck. We turned into Nazar. And then, of course, I think the only reason this really happened was Nazar and Coronado for Bedard. Without Bedard, I don't know if this would have been possible, but that's incredible. 7th round pick for McDavid. We made it happen.